Welcome to 365 Christian Men, where every day we aim to inspire and encourage with real-life stories about men. January 17th, Antony the Great. According to the theologian Athanasius, when Antony was about 20, the devil afflicted him with boredom, laziness, and the phantoms of women, which Antony overcame by waging a war of prayer. After 15 years of this battle, at 35, Antony withdrew from public life and lived in absolute solitude in an abandoned Roman fortress, where people tossed food to him over the wall. Still, people found him. Over the years, many people had flocked to the hermit and returned healed of their ailments. The man was gifted with discernment and steadfast faith. Some people asked the monk to pray, and some simply slept outside his door, believing that they could be healed just by being in his presence. It was never Antony himself who healed them, but God, who was working through Antony. Yet, Antony's faith meant life-changing rescue to everyone who sought him. The way you live out your faith may be another man's lifeline. There was an honorable military officer named Martinian who was raising a family, and he believed in God. But one day he found his sweet daughter afflicted with an evil spirit. Horrified, Martinian would have done anything to see his daughter in her right mind again. Antony was the man for the job. Martinian hiked into the desert where Antony lived alone on a mountain near the east bank of the Nile River. Martinian walked and kept walking and eventually came upon the abandoned Roman fort where Antony had lived for nearly 20 years. Martinian knocked on the door and waited. He listened for any sign of movement from inside, but he heard nothing. Again, he knocked, longer, and he yelled for the hermit. Still, there was no answer. Desperate, Martinian resolved to knock until the hermit answered, and he kept knocking and pleading for Antony to come out and pray to God for his little girl. Finally, though he would not open the door, Antony's voice rose above the noise of the officer's pounding. Martinian stopped and listened. "Man, why do you call on me?" Antony said. "I also am a man, even as you. But if you believe on Christ whom I serve, go, and according as you believe, pray to God, and it shall come to pass." Martinian did not protest, as other pilgrims had, but he left immediately. Believing Antony's instruction, he called out to God and asked him to heal his daughter. When Martinian got home, he saw his daughter free from the evil spirit, and he was so happy. Antony had never seen this girl, but found confirming joy in his heart. It's like the story in Matthew chapter 8, verses 5 through 11 and 13. When Jesus had entered Capernaum, a centurion came to him asking for help. "Lord," he said, "my servant lies at home paralyzed, suffering terribly." And Jesus said to him, "Shall I come and heal him?" The centurion replied, "Lord, I do not deserve to have you come under my roof, but just say the word and my servant will be healed. For I myself am a man under authority, with soldiers under me. I tell this one go and he goes, and that one come and he comes. I say to my servant, do this, and he does it." When Jesus heard this, he was amazed, and said to those following him, "Truly I tell you, I have not found anyone in Israel with such great faith." Then Jesus said to the centurion, "Go, let it be done just as you believed it would," and his servant was healed at that moment. How can you use your own gifts and faith to strengthen someone else today? The way you live out your faith may be another man's lifeline. Thank you for listening to today's story. Every day of the year, our hope is to inspire you with real-life stories of faithful men who have gone before us. Hebrews 12:1 says, "Therefore, since we are surrounded by so great a cloud of witnesses, let us lay aside every weight and the sin that so easily ensnares us. Let us run with endurance the race that is set before us. Join us tomorrow for another story at 365christianmen.com.